On a night where Patrick Kane's arrival lit up the Garden marquee, the Ottawa Senators lit up the scoreboard. 2 goals in the second period, 3 in the third, and they beat the Rangers on Garden Ice 5-3 the final. Inside our Delta MSG studios, John Giannone alongside Steve Valiquette. So much hoopla coming in. The fans loved seeing Patrick Kane in a number 88. Every time he touched the puck for the first 2 shifts, they cheered him, but there wasn't much to cheer about ultimately.
That's the sour note on this game, isn't it? The game went out in a whimper, and with all that excitement to start, you expected there to be a lot more execution. And I think that's the key to this game here. The Rangers have to understand you're never going to win a hockey game with 19 giveaways. They played a great game on Sunday against the Los Angeles Kings. They only had 5 giveaways in that game. That's the number. You have to keep it between 5 and 10. You get into 19, you're not going to win a lot of hockey games. I thought the Rangers, they were going to wake up after Brady Tkachuk's goal was disallowed for the offside, because you get that second chance, and that didn't happen. Look, you're 9 minutes to go in that period, in the third period, John. The Rangers had only had 2 shots on goal at that point. This wasn't a great effort, and, you know, the other side of me is trying to give these guys a break a little bit, because it's been a long week, and I know there's been a lot of off-ice distractions. But you got to be accountable too at the same time, and that wasn't there tonight.
Yeah, and something else to consider: as the Rangers took a lead into the third period, they were 18-2-3 this season when doing that. It was the 6th period in 26 hours for 5 defensemen who have logged an inordinate amount of ice time because of the injury to Lindgren and the suspension to Keandre Miller. So maybe the heavy Ottawa Senators third period attack, where they basically carried play in the third, was the difference, because the 2 goals they scored were off of zone time and puck wins.
That's right, and it's forecheck offense, and when the Ottawa Senators came hard, it was hard for them to defend them behind their own net. And on this play right here, Ottawa gets it deep, a pretty simple play. Halak has a play to make, but I don't know if the read was not communicated to him well, or if he chose to do it himself, but there was some definite disconnect between he and his defense, and you lose a battle behind the goal line, and you also lose one in front of your net. And this is not too much different. Lafreniere does get down, and he's away from the play, and he's hurt. And that's why you're able to lose your man in front, and there's a little bit of a late play from point back to Giroux in the front. So it's 2 goals that do have a little bit of a descript explanation for. I'd hope that they can rectify those 2 things.
Yeah, so Derek Brassard, playing in his 1,000th NHL game, scores 2 goals on the night, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and he helps the Senators beat the Rangers 5-3. They need practice reps on the power play. Rangers had 11 minutes of power play time, had 11 shots on goal, and did not score, including that 5-minute power play in the first that might have been the tipping point in the game.
Yeah, you know what, John? I have an example of what the conversation Kreider may have with Kane would look like, and it's sort of like this. 2 years ago, Chris Kreider, when he was in front of the goaltender, he'd be in front with his stick on the ice looking for a deflection, trying to score. Last season, he made an adjustment where he was feet on the goal line. He has a better angle. He gets 5 goals that way. But you can imagine that he would have to say that to Kane. Wait for me to get my feet on the goal line. It's a good 4 feet away from where he was receiving passes tonight. Let me be here so I can do this. You don't have time to have all of these little one-on-one conversations before a hockey game. It was too fast play for Kane. He's just getting thrown in there, and they have to ad-lib and freelance. Well, that's what it looks like. There are small plays that have to happen where these guys read off each other, where they know they're going to be outs for each other when they get stuck. There's a lot of conversation that goes into really understanding each other on the power play. And there's one more thing. You also have to run those reps. If you and I are partners on the power play, John, wherever we are on the power play, we have to run them. You want it here? I'm going to take 3 strides. I'm going to receive it here. There wasn't any of that. It does take time. So when people at home are wondering, like, why don't they just hit? How couldn't they score? As skilled as these guys are, I've been a part of these conversations. They have to happen, and it takes just a little bit of time.
So he was asked about when he thinks it'll start to feel normal. And, of course, they play the Bruins in Boston in a matinee on Saturday on national TV. That probably won't be very normal. Then they'll have 4 days where he'll start to learn the team a little bit more during practice before they head to Montreal next Thursday. I thought his assessment of the night was good when he said we were looking to pass a little too much at the start. How do you summarize his first game?
Exactly what what he said there. The first thing that catches my eye with him, and I wonder if you feel like this, doesn't he have the perfect posture? It seems to me like he's got the perfect stick. He's always got his head up, and he's allowed to give himself time. His family made the game, and he's excited about that in warm-ups, and I thought he started well. He is able to get into the offensive blue line and help the power play get set up quickly, and now you've got, of course, Panarin and Kane able to do that. Joe made a really good example of them hanging back to get in, and when they were in, they were making a lot of dynamic east-to-west passing plays, and somehow you expected a goal to break through. It just didn't happen. A few of the passes were just a little off for one-timers. This one right here, I was actually going to break down in the second intermission because Ottawa was just clamping down in the middle as soon as he received the puck, and it was hard for him to get inside, and it seems like, yes, it's going to take a little bit of time for the players to say, if all five are going to pack it in, here's how we're going to break that up. They weren't on the same page yet, but what a great-looking hockey player, and you said it. You were down there at ice level for the first two periods.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was electric.
Yeah, and it was funny because once or twice Vincent Trocheck, when he came to the bench, would look over at me with a little bit of a wry grin as if to say, did you see that? And that's the centerman on that line.
Right.
So, yeah, there's going to be more electricity, moments like that we saw tonight as they get more used to each other.